Let's go stream! It's treasure map time, everyone's favorite time of the month. It's treasure map time. New World League, please. I would much appreciate that. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy StumpD, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, treasure map MORIA is here, and I thought, screw it. Let's kick off the stream. Let's start it with our very first run, and let's record it, and let's see how the teams that we put together are going to perform. Now, I have changed some things up, and there is a change to the map, so let's take a look at the map before we do continue here. We do have two bento boxes right off the bat. Seems to be a big circle. You can go straight down the middle, which is kind of nice. But, of course, they put the bento boxes off to the left and the right. So, like, they kind of want you to go maybe, like, along this route here and then cut in for the fastest routes. Maybe. I mean, you could cut in there and then not do any fights at all. But it also depends on how you want to sort of build the map in terms of, like, fighting any mini-bosses along the way. So, let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on the new map in the comment section below and in the Twitch chat. Huge shout out to Stream. We are streaming over here on Twitch. Link in the description as always. Come over, hit me up with a follow if you do want to be part of the streams. We do have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. We talk a lot of shit. A lot of Vasco shit. And, we get it. Now, I'm not going to land on the bento, so I guess, like, screw it. Let's just go down the middle. I guess that's a kind of nice, because you can kind of, like, see if you're going to land on the bento from the very beginning. But let's take a look at Gekko Moriah. For this particular team, I am rocking Kid as my captain, but I was going to bring a friend captain, Blackbeard. Now, the reason I wanted to bring Kid as my captain was, apologies about that, was because I need the cooldowns. So, if you don't know, on stage 2, we get all our cooldowns because, like, get off the screen, brother. On stage 2 here, we actually get 5 turns of special reverse on our middle row. Now that I'm looking at that, it is a little bit annoying because, like, we do need to use Jesus Burgess here to actually give us the cooldowns for the characters. But I put Sabo here because, like, who cares if Sabo, like, gets cooldowns, right? Like, it actually doesn't even matter. We are going to pop one of our good old friend Blackbeard specials here. You can probably use, like, our Blackbeard special. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I put Sabo in the wrong spot. I think I was meant to put Sabo down the bottom. But, look, nevertheless, we have to hit 2 perfects here from what I can see. Sabo is actually going to give us some tandem slots. So that was the big reason why we wanted to actually use Sabo on this particular stage. But once we go into the boss stage, we did lose our Blackbeard down the bottom there. Once you do kill stage 2, you actually lose a whole bunch of characters, either like your bottom left or your bottom right. You lose one of those two, and because we lose our Blackbeard, we actually lose the Lafitte support. So I did goof a little bit there. I guess if you put Halloween Ace on Sabo too, like, that is an option as well. I did have Kid for cooldowns here, but this run sort of just, like, totally got cucked because Shiryu's in the wrong spot as well. So that's interesting. You also can't use an attack boost. As you guys will see here, we get to spared and get a whole bunch of shenanigans. So I'll be back. Alright, lucky for us, it's only 1 turn of bind. So we're just going to pass the turn. We're probably going to die here, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Are we going to die here? We got another lot of bind. Alright, well, we're probably just going to have to go for this then, right? We're just going to have to go for this. That's kind of annoying. But look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Can we get the damage? Oh, I should have just attacked because now we don't have the chain lock, right? Wow. Alright, so we're back. Let's actually try this again with our characters in the right spots this time. Placement, chat. Placement is key. Especially when it comes to these particular fights where we actually get blowaway and stuff like that. I also have just registered that I just went in with the wrong team. This is a good start. This is a good start. Let's rock it. We're going to rock it anyway. Ideally, we would want Kid to be our captain here. Because Kid's the one that gets the cooldowns with his captain ability. Or with his superclass ability. Hopefully, we don't lose Shiryu here. If we lose Shiryu here, that's going to be a bad time. But look, we're just going to go for it anyway. So let's just rock it. So when Absalom dies, he does blow away either your bottom left or bottom right. Okay, blew away Sabo, which is good. Very, very good for us because we actually keep Shiryu. Now, ideally, you'd want Shiryu to be in the middle slot. You'd have a Blackbeard that just usually special down the bottom. And Bob's your uncle. We're all hunky-dory there. But learn from my mistakes, chat. Don't be like me. On the final stage, you can't use an attack boost, by the way. You also can't use a chain boundary effect, which is fairly important because you got to be really, really careful here. Because Blackbeard special will give a chain boundary or chain lock. Plus, you can't use attack boost either, so there's also that. The beautiful thing is now we are just sort of Gucci from here, and we can just sort of kill our good old friend MORIA. Thanks to the attack down removal that Shiryu provides, the chain lock that we do get, and the orb boost plus attack boost, we're pretty much hunky-dory from there. So, I'm going to fast forward to the end now. We're going to move through this real wonky-ass map, and I'll see you guys once we get to the mini-boss stages. Alright, so we made it to the end. We actually picked up the bento box along the way. So that's actually quite nice. Now, we're moving on to the first fight against Vasgo Shit. The meme will live on forever. And I'm actually utilizing the double Cat Viper team. Very similar to the last treasure map, where there was a barrier on one of the stages. We are basically using the same strats with either Cat Viper or Dogstorm. It doesn't really matter which one you use as your captain. As long as you use one of them, it's going to work because they both get through the barriers as you can get to the final stage. So the treasure map variation of the opposite one actually works really, really nicely because they both remove special bind. Whether you use treasure map Dogstorm or treasure map Cat Viper, they both remove special bind, which is great. And they actually activate the super type of either Cat Viper or the super class of Dogstorm. So you can just use that to wave clear the first two stages. You can also use the Cat Viper special on the previous turn, which I was meant to do, to actually get around the like the special reverse here. But look, nevertheless, to get around the defense up, we've got Roger, which is really, really nice. And then we can just use the ability of Cat Viper to just get through the barrier there. So I think actually you have to use a special bind removing support to get around the defense up anyway, if I see that correctly. But there might be a support or something like that you can use just to set defense to 0. Get around it that way, maybe like a Mihawk support or some situation. I might have a look into that to see how we go there, to sort of see if I can weasel something like that on the team. But nevertheless, Cat Viper, Dogstorm, they're going to be your best friend there. Moving on to the second fight now. The second fight is against Alvaro Pizarro. Now, shout out to my boy Rizzy. I just totally even didn't think of my man MORIA when it comes to treasure map. This guy is really, really good. He has a very good super type, which can actually do a very good wave clearing. He's a driven booster as well. He also boosts powerhouse as well. So as long as you have a full driven powerhouse team, you can actually get his super type condition very, very easily. So we're actually going to utilize that to get around these stages. Plus he gives cooldowns as well. Cooldowns and wave clearing is very, very nice to have, especially when you are rocking a full driven team, because it works very, very nicely to actually get his cooldowns as well. On the final stage, you get a very small attack and a very small orb boost. There's bind and there's damage reduction, as well as getting cooldowns on our captains. You get unfavorable slots on the left-hand side. You get tandem slots on the right-hand side. But we can remove the bind there with our, what's his names? The heat and wire, and then we remove the damage reduction with killer. I'll probably look at swapping Big Mom off this particular team. You can use her for Semler slots and stuff like that. But I'll probably look at taking her off the team just for another driven unit. So that way, we can get the color affinity from Killer. That way, we just have more buffs. And we're just going to cop that 1.1 times attack boost and orb boost. We'll probably put something like Cavendish on the team for when we actually need Cavendish to remove the positive buffs for us. That way, he can apply our own 1.75 times attack and orb boosts as well. Alright, so on to the next fight. We're coming up against Katarina Devon, and for this particular fight, all you need, besides paralysis removal, is a level limit break friend, like Akainu. If you can get, a level limit break Akainu friend captain, you're gonna be, absolutely hunky-dory now. It actually doesn't matter, you can just bring your own 6+ Akainu, that's gonna be fine. Man, I thought I would have way more, level 5 Akanu's on my team, but look, it is what it is. We moving, we schmoving, we grooving. So, we're going to kick it with this particular team. Like I said, if you just bring 2 Akanu's, 6+ Akanu's, you're going to get around all the effects very nicely. Having a level limit break one's like super sweet because you can just like use one special. You have like you can use a support for an attack boost as well, which is really nice. The only thing else that you need to get around is paralysis. You need a character that can get around paralysis, and for this team I have the waifus. However, on the waifus I'm using Bardo because there's only 3 turns of paralysis. Just use Bardo. Bardo will just get around it. You don't even have to pop their special. And it works very, very nicely there. We do get a full board of block slots as well, which we can easily remove with the Akainu special. Like I said, Akainu's pretty much just going to kill for the first couple stages as well. Unfortunately, his special takes like 400 years. He gets close to killing. His special just takes forever, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. But we're going to make sure we hit a perfect, though. Got to make sure you hit a perfect there as well. That is something to note, because you do want to get around the resilience, and utilizing Akainu for that is going to work very, very nicely. You could also use something like X-Drake here. X-Drake's another option. But again, you have to use hit perfects there, so I feel like just bringing Akainu like on the team works great. Like I said, the problem is like his special just takes 400 years, man. But nevertheless, he does make that fight very, very easy. On to the final mini-boss now. After we look at these rewards, the final mini-boss is Mr. Shiryu. Or Shiryu. For Shiryu, I was rocking a Law and a Beast Pirates combination, but I'm thinking like trying to find the Beast Pirates, as you can kind of see here, without actually having them set, is going to be a little bit of a mission. So, instead of using the Beast Pirates, I've just decided, screw it, I'm going to bring Daifuku on the team. Daifuku's a really, really good wave clearer. He's very, very fast, and then I can just bring 2 Laws. It's more points, it's cool, it's gravy, it's hunky-dory. I'm thinking as well of replacing the Luffy on this particular team. Actually, Luffy gives the superclass and stuff like that, so I probably won't replace Luffy now that I'm thinking about it. But nevertheless, this team should work fairly nicely. Could probably make it a bit faster, if I'm completely honest. But as you can see, like Daifuku, he's a really, really good wave clearer. A really, really good wave clearer. So once we get to the final stage, you do get 5 turns of special bind, if I remember correctly. But you also get special reversed as well. It's only special bind on your right-hand side, though, so you can use Law here. Law is actually going to give us the cooldowns, and then you can remove the special bind that way. But you really don't even need to, if I'm completely honest with you. Like, for these earlier stages, like, you could easily just do shenanigans like Law special, Law superclass, and then just pop and just kill. So, Luffy's just kind of there for, like, security right now. We will need him eventually, but just running 2 Laws, you can have an attack boost, an orb boost, and then from there, you're pretty much Gucci. Beppo gives you a full board of orbs as well, which is nice. Honestly, like, you have Beppo as well, so, like, you can get around special bomb like that as well, so it'll all work out nicely. Now, I didn't do my Chaka, so I'm going to have to sit through this mastery. But we are down to the final boss fight now. The final boss fight against, is it Blackbeard or MORIA? Oh, it's against Blackbeard, that's right. Now, against Blackbeard, we are rocking Blackbeard. We are running all the recommended units. We're going like full-on whale mode here, and we're bringing Sabo. Sabo's quite nice because Sabo is a 1.4 times booster. Just, why not chuck him on the team, right? He doesn't get any buff, he doesn't get any boost. We're just going to bring him because he looks absolutely adorable. Alright, so first stage, we get the superclass. Does your superclass do damage? It doesn't. I'm going to say, if you did damage, that would be great. You could even bring maybe Kid as captain again, and then just use the superclass Kid to just like wave clear on the first stage. That could be kind of fun. That could be kind of fun, actually. But the beautiful thing about Sabo on this particular fight is Sabo actually gives the paralysis removal. Now, we have double Blackbeard here, which is great. So we can get around the bind, which works out very, very nicely here. We also get some tandem slots too, which is great, because we can actually get the super tandem ability. That's a beautiful reason why we have Kid as well. Kid not only can be our orb booster for this particular team, like a higher orb booster, but he can also get around all those block orbs, give us a full board of tandem slots to activate the super tandem effect of Blackbeard as well. Now, on this stage, you do get a full board of unfavorable slots, or sorry, type orbs, which get made unfavorable. But other than that, like, not really much else happens. You can only attack with a certain amount of units. But as you can see, with the orb boost, with the attack boost of Blackbeard, like, it's not going to be too tricky moving forward. So, there you guys go. This is the very first run with an asterisk because we died. Lol. Against Treasure Map MORIA. More like a Blackbeard run if you ask me. But, like, the new map, kind of wonky, kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it, but give me, like, I don't know, 30 to 40 Treasure Map runs, and I'm sure I'll be able to let you know how I really feel about it then. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Let me know how hard you guys are going on Treasure Map, and if you got lucky on the Treasure Map banner as well. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to belt the like button. If you're new, hit that big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later!